Malaysian residential International Airport
รอยยิ้มของเธอแค่ครั้งเดียวทำฉันไม่ลืมเรื่องราวที่ผ่านเข้ามาทำให้ได้รู้ว่าอะไรที่สำคัญกว่าสิ่งใดจะมาทดแทนเสียงของเธอแค่ครั้งเดียวทำฉันให้ลอยล่องไปไกลสุดสายตามีอะไรมากกว่าที่เคยได้พบมาเกินกว่าคำบรรยายหากตอนนี้ลองหลับตาเห็นภาพเดิมอีกครั้งฉันเพียงอยากขอหยุดเวลาไว้ก่อนเพียงชั่วคราวหากเธอรับรู้ว่ามันไม่ง่ายได้เท่าเดิมฉันเพียงอยากขอเธอยิ้มของเธอแค่ครั้งเดียวความหมายดีๆที่เราไม่อยากร่ำลาวันหนึ่งได้รู้ว่าอะไรที่สำคัญกว่ายังจดจำในใจหากตอนนี้ลองหลับตาเห็นภาพเดิมอีกครั้งฉันเพียงอยากขอหยุดเวลาไว้ก่อน
Next note
เพียงชั่วคราวหากเธอรับรู้ว่ามันไม่ง่ายได้เท่าเดิมฉันเพียงอยากขอเก็บรอยยิ้มนี้ก่อนรู้ว่ามีความหมายบางอย่างขอแค่เราได้นึกถึงเวลานี้แค่เวลาหนึ่งบางอย่างเปลี่ยนไปแค่นาทีหนึ่งโอ้ฉันเพียงอยากขอหยุดเวลาไว้ก่อน
If we count like Taiwan in like since like September, it's like Vietnam and the Philippines in the meantime, and like this is like my winter break.
Okay.
So I went to Thailand for like a month, and I'm leaving tomorrow.
So far I've been travelling for about nearly 2 months.
I started last March, but I went home for a few months.
Okay.
Went traveling again in the Philippines and lived in a farm.
Yeah.
But I travel every now and then.
Okay.
And then traveling just this February and March
Yep.
for a bit. And then going back to the Philippines.
Almost 3 weeks. I'm traveling for about 6 months. It's more for meditation and mindfulness.
I've been in Europe, of course, and then
Okay.
I've been to the US a few years ago
Okay.
for my studies. And then I was like, I wanted to experience something more different than what I saw. And I also wanted to like study at the same time. And in Asia, there's like lots of great universities. That's the place I really wanted to like be in, see the different cultures.
So somewhere me and my girlfriend have both wanted to come for a long time, and we saved up a lot of money.
Yeah.
We wanted to do this trip a long time ago, like 10 years ago, when we finished university. But we got good jobs, so we stayed with those, built our careers first, and now it's just time for for a big holiday. So yeah.
I just like Southeast Asia because it's cheap. I went here exactly a year ago for Songkran in Chiang Mai and Pai, and a lot of places were closed, and there were just some things that I wanted to do, particularly restaurants that I want to eat in, so I went back to eat.
I traveled to America, Europe, Asia was one of the things I said I really want to see.
So I was just in Myanmar before this, and so I'm just travelling around Southeast Asia. I like the Eastern culture.
Discovering new places, new cultures. I want to like see new things. I don't travel to like see what I've already seen, or it's just like going to like places I like. And then the money is really important because I don't have much. I'm just a student. This is something I consider a lot before traveling.
Food.
The food.
Yeah, eat the food. I love spicy food. So that's part of the reason why we picked Asia. Just really like experience all the different religions and cultures. Now, I'm not religious myself, but like since we've been here, we've seen amazing Hindu and Buddhist temples and learned quite a lot. So
I've been brought up as a kid to travel often. My mom and I backpack a lot. Traveling is kind of natural for me. It's really where I invest my time and experience and money in.
I just don't be like at home.
To relax and just to take some time out.
I wouldn't say like a cultural shock because I didn't hang out with locals that much. You don't feel like a big thing. You're like mostly like hanging out with like backpackers. We feel more as a tourist than just like someone experiencing their world. Apart from like the spiciness of the dishes, no big cultural shock.
no, I wouldn't say culture shock. There are some differences in culture, like over here, you see people spit a lot more. Maybe there's a culture shock in that sense. We don't see that at home really. The way people drive is different. If there's something in the way, they'll just weave around it, and they'll overtake from both sides. So at home, we just overtake on one side. So that's kind of different, but mainly just differences in living, not really a culture shock.
It's Asia, so the culture is not different, but there is some sort of culture shock in a way that backpacking is different from luxury travel, which Asians are usually used to, because Asians don't really backpack that much compared to Western countries.
I was surprised how dirty Thailand is. Thailand is a beautiful country, but in Belgium it's pretty clean. You have dirty spots, but here you have really bad places, and also the burnings, the random burnings and the smog.
Not this time. I mean, I've been here many times. So I was living in Thailand for 6 months a few years ago. It was nice. I was working from home at that time, so it wasn't traveling. It was going to cafes and working from different cafes. But Bangkok is very international. You know, all the young people speak English, and they cater for tourism, so very easy to adjust.
Apart from the dogs in the street, I didn't feel threatened much.
So far, unless you guys are going to rob me now, luckily we've not had any incidents yet.
In terms of a backpacker, like I feel very comfortable even in mixed dorms, in buses. I never felt insecure. So in terms of traveling, it's okay.
I lost my phone. I got my tablets as backup, and I went looking for my phone, and I came in the wrong area in Koh Samui, where they were rooster fights, dog fights. I turned back and I took a cab because I don't think that was the right area to go. Anyone has my phone?
I was in Myanmar so for a month before here, and the first day I got there, like my ATM card got eaten up. None of the ATMs were working. I just had no cash for a while, so it's okay in the end. I found an ATM. People are very nice. Everything's been okay. Part of the experience, you know. You can enjoy those hiccups. You can enjoy them, or you can freak out. So.
I would say yes. First is like we have more money than them, so we have more possibility to like spend it, and then it's more in our culture and in the way we advertise things to like buy more or bigger things or newer things, whatever. I didn't feel them like touched by it as much here. I don't think they see business the way we do in Europe. For example, like the nice restaurants we go to, sometimes I like think as a European, I'm like, they should like get more table or get whatever, like they could make way more money with it. While they're probably like not looking to like make lots of money and just like make a living and be happy with it. They're not touched by consumerism as much as we are, but like they know about it and they use it to like get money from us. Like they're using tourism to like make money, but they don't like feel the same need to like buy. I don't know if it counts as consumerism, but you see a lot, especially in Thailand, you see more like 7-Elevens and things that I've seen in the States and foreign things, a lot more so than like Myanmar, for example, where we just came from. So I'd say that's different, but
But yeah, not really noticed much.
I think Asians tend to spend a lot in shopping, especially in those bazaars that we feel like those night markets that we feel are cheap, and we eat a lot. We eat a lot of unlimited food. We drink a lot. Maybe the price range is different. Like when Western people probably go shopping, it's a lot different. But we're still victims of consumerism.
I think people spend more at my place. It's way more expensive, and just the life there.
It's definitely a shopping culture here in Thailand. It feels like there is almost like a need to go shopping. It's like part of the culture here, you know, there's shopping malls. It's all about shopping, a lot of it, especially in Bangkok. Here I don't know, but in Bangkok it's very fashionable. They like to have the iPhones and the most modern of everything, and they are very conscious of brands, and my feeling is it's quite materialistic, the culture. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I don't have Instagram or anything, but like there are more and more people like traveling and showing what they do. It makes us like want to do the same, I guess. Like it inspires us to like come to like new countries, go to like places we wouldn't go to.
I mean, everyone's better connected now, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's definitely an argument to say that social media and even hashtags and things, it just kind of helps bring attention to things more. Everybody's looking at their phone these days, so I think it probably does have an impact.
Globalization definitely has impacted a lot. Backpackers, from visas to economies, like the way that we can just travel from one place to the other with ease, to how much information we know of each country that we didn't know before when borders were closed or the economies were more strict. It does impact both in negative and positive ways, both for backpackers and the local economy and tourism.
Yeah, I've been traveling around the world, and all the hidden spots are by now totally commercial. Every hidden gem, it's not only here, but it's worldwide.
Of course, of course. When you visit now as opposed to 10 years ago, it's completely different. Like Thailand now, you can go to YouTube and type in Chiang Mai, and you have 10, 20, 30 videos from bloggers that say top 10, top 20 things to do in Chiang Mai. There's a lot of digital nomads that are living here making these videos like every day, and they advise you on what to do, and there's a lot of information online, obviously. So when you watch a video, some of them are very good quality. You want to go there, you want to see the place. Things go viral on social media. Obviously there's curiosity and you want to explore, you know, so it has a huge impact, I think.
Looking for like local places outside of like touristy things. When you see like too many like white people and like no locals in it, it's like not where you want to like do your shopping. It's like made just like so you can spend money, and then you just go to like hidden places that people usually don't go to. It's like usually going to be cheaper, and they're going to make you like something good.
I'd say stick to the locals' food. Just do your research, speak to people, make friends with people, and usually you can get good local recommendations.
Follow the locals. A lot of people tend to stay in hostels and like go in tourist areas because they're afraid to go where there's no translation of what the food is. There are no street signs. It's dark. But if you just follow where the locals are, where they live, if you stay like in residential areas rather than in Old Town, and you eat where they eat, you just experience the culture way better than if you just go where the backpackers or the tourists are.
Don't start begging in a foreign country. Just don't do it. I've seen it a lot. Also on the internet, Western people with signs, I have no more money. Countries like, for example, Thailand. The people here have a harder life than you, man. Stop begging for money on people who have worse lives than you. Call your family. Get them to help you instead of begging.
So many things. I find like a nice experience is actually taking buses. The pricing is for local. It's like you pay nothing for transportation and you get that local experience. You really feel the local energy when you get onto a bus in like Myanmar or Thailand. You really experience daily life. Obviously just shopping online for cheap flights. You have Skyscanner now to compare all the flights, and AirAsia and Lion Air, they're so cheap.
There is nothing to be afraid of. There are gonna be like setbacks, and sometimes you're gonna like feel lost and everything. But it's just like part of like the trip and like growing up and experiencing new things. Thailand is an easy point to start because you like mostly feel safe. There's like not many things to be afraid of. You're gonna like meet lots of people that are gonna like make you feel confident about like, traveling more. And I guess that's it. Just go for it. There are always things that are gonna make you scared, but you gotta do them to like live the life you want to do.
Just try it, be brave, because you see a lot of things on the news. The media control things a lot, so people's opinions are kind of pre-formed before they've even tried something. So I think you'd be surprised. So go and try it.
I think take it one step at a time. If there's a bit of culture with backpacking where you kind of discriminate against people who don't backpack and people who do luxury travel or just do quick 1 week vacations.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, not everyone's made for backpacking. There are people who will have fun with backpacking. There are people who will really struggle. It's good to push yourself out of your comfort zone. At the same time, it's really up to you what's fun or not. I was just supposed to go to Chiang Mai for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It wasn't backpacking. And I ended up traveling for 4 months. Yeah, that's just that. I mean, I didn't push myself like, oh, I'll backpack for 6 months.
Yeah.
When it's the first time I was traveling alone, I was scared.
Yeah.
I just did 2 weeks at a time, then another week, and then another week until I reached like months of traveling. So just one step at a time.
Just do it. Go for it. Get your dreams and go for it, because you only live once. You have to do it.
You don't actually figure out who you are until you leave your comfort zone. I think that comfort zone, people think it's comfortable, but actually it's like a prison for most people. As people get older, a lot of people's comfort zones, they shrink and they need their daily routines to think that they're happy. They need their cappuccino in the morning. They need their Western breakfast and their air conditioner at 23 degrees. And the more time you spend outside of your comfort zone, the more adaptable as a person you come. And when you become adaptable as a person, don't rely on your expectations of the way you think things should be to make you happy. You find a different comfort zone. And then you're able to enjoy life all the time, not just when you're in your comfort zone. And there's great freedom when you know you can enjoy life outside of your daily routine.
So it was my first time going to Thailand, my second country outside of Malaysia that I went to. First one was Singapore, but I guess Singapore doesn't really count because it's so similar to Malaysia, and Thailand is completely different. It's completely new to me. So I guess to summarize the whole trip, I would say it was all about stepping out of your comfort zone and trying new different things. Like you wouldn't normally do the things I've done in Thailand, which was walking up to random white people, asking them for an interview, or staying in a hostel in a room full of other backpackers.
So one of the key takeaways that I got from my backpacking experience in Chiang Mai was actually that it helped broaden my perspective and my mindset when it comes to backpackers in general. So there's a social stigma that believes that backpackers are people that are lazy and not willing to work, but this is not necessarily the case, as almost all of the backpackers I met were actually highly educated and they were just taking a backpacking trip to enjoy themselves for the years of hard work they have spent in the academic field.
สวัสดีครับ So from this trip, I've learned how to be more tolerant and patient as a person, because traveling in a group requires a solid communication so that everyone is on the same page. Being in Thailand for a lot of times and Chiang Mai is a whole lot different than Bangkok. It's pretty laid back and I feel the different culture from what I've learned. So yeah, I love traveling and I will always do more traveling in the future. I think traveling teaches a lot more than in classrooms.